Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. Tegan here with Inspire Me 360. Hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. Just wanted to hop on here and share a little bit of daily motivation or inspiration with you guys. Just talking about fears, being scared to accomplish your goals, and so forth. So essentially taking a look at fear, I think all of us have obviously a lot of that in us. We're scared to try new things. We're scared to do new things. We're scared that the outcome's already going to be bad before we even try those things. So I just really want to talk about, what I do for my motivation personally to push me out of my comfort zones and the importance of pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. So, number one, for me personally, whether it's, taking a cold shower instead of a warm shower, or, I've been doing even like little things and stuff like that I would get other people to do, whether maybe it's cutting my own hair and stuff like that, just things I would be deadly scared of when I was a kid, or would never ever let anybody do or whatever, that I'm starting to like make myself do now to just open myself up to those possibilities. So I think that's really, really important. Having an understanding as well for why you feel that way, whether it's, you're scared of bugs, you're scared of heights, you're scared of those certain things. Like I can share a story, like, not that I'm scared of heights, but I just, when I was a kid, I got offered to go on a plane with my uncle. He flies them, and it was a pretty small plane, and I was just deathly scared. I was never going to do it. And then some years later, I decided I really wanted to skydive. I felt like just a deep inside of me, it would kind of get rid of that feeling, because there's nothing quite like falling for that quite amount of time and stuff like that. So when I got in the plane, it was quite aggravating. It was not aggravating, but it was very, very scary and stuff like that. It was very loud, and the second they open that door, all you hear is whoosh, like this huge noise coming into the plane, and you don't know how high you are in the air. You can tell like you're 10,000 feet, but when you're that high, you can't tell how far you are from the ground. So it gets rid of that actual feeling of fear for heights and stuff like that. So that was definitely one. I know with insects, spiders and stuff like that, I used to be terrible about it, just scream whenever I see it, but now I could probably hold spider. It doesn't really bother me in that way, and just so on and so forth with so many different things. And it doesn't need to be the craziest thing in the world. Like, you don't need to go jump out of a plane is what I'm saying. But even if it's something with insects and stuff, if you're terribly scared of spiders, like, work with little spiders, and then once you realize it's smaller than you and stuff like that, there's really nothing that they can do. Like, once you mentally get that fear out of your head, that's really when you understand, okay, I'm not gonna let it control me. I control the fear, and whatever it is. And then it's gonna help you with your not only personal things with like insects or heights and fears like that, but it's also gonna help you in a career standpoint. It's going to help you progress with life. You're not going to be as scared to make opportunity, or scared to do opportunities, scared to make decisions and stuff like that. You'll trust your gut more. You're not going to be thinking so like, oh, is this person trying to do this? It's going to be bad, whatever. You're just going to be, knowledgeable enough and gone through enough of those experiences, and you've taught yourself enough now that there's absolutely no fear. There's nothing to fear of. It does take, like I said, a lot of practice, and I think the practice is what I said at the start, is you got to start with those small things, and that will, accumulate a big ball of no fear, and then all of a sudden you're doing all these things you said you never would, which you find so hard right now, but when you start doing them, you're like, okay, the only thing that was holding me back was my fear. It was my inner conscience. It was, me. Nobody else was telling me not to do those things. Nobody was pushing me not to do those things. We're just very fearful of trying to do anything new. We get so accustomed, and I find comfortable in our lives that we live right now, whether it's our homes, our families, relationships, whatever, that we're so scared to try new things, opportunities and stuff like that, to go anywhere because we get so comfortable with what's around us. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it comes to a point where you're living for yourself, or you're living for like all these other people, and you're living in this life that, you know, you could have had all these doors open and opportunities, but you keep shutting them out because you're just so scared to try them all. And you might not even subconsciously think you're scared, but if I told you to go buy a one-way ticket right now and go travel the world, it's like most people would say there's no way. There's no way. And it's an unknown fear because they're so attuned and too accustomed. It's not that they don't want it, it's just they haven't practiced how to get there and do it, you know, responsibly and properly as well. So just take time with it. It's just, like I said in my other videos, it's a lot of patience and stuff like that. It's, you know, knowing what you want at the end of the day, and for a greater reason, not just for yourself. And once you figure that all out and you start overcoming those fears and stuff like that, and you understand that you're the one who makes the decisions, and there's nobody, like, there is going to be people helping you, of course, along the way, but you still have to put in that work and put in those stepping stones to get there. And it's just a whole different conglomerate of different energies and stuff like that working together to get where you and want to be, and like I said, for the greater good. So if any of this correlated with you, of course we release videos every single day, so make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. If you guys are dealing with fears, we all do deal with fears too. Till this day I still have certain fears and anxieties and stuff like that, and maybe that will be the next video, is talking about anxiety and fears and stuff, how to cope with anxiety and stuff like that. But thanks so much for tuning in today, guys. And like I said, if you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and maybe I'll see you in the next video.